Oh, I'm live. Good. Hey, yo, dudes. Oren here. We are watching some of the red zone stuff in the fourth quarter for the teams that are playing right now. Oh, and the Falcons just had a touchdown pass to Robinson, who looks like he's running right into the locker room with a touchdown ball. Bijan Robinson, that is. Someone in the stand saying, "We ready." So, there's been some interesting football going on as far as I can tell so far, especially paying attention to the Saints. I know they had a couple of interceptions, like both ways, because the Lions play the Saints next. Derek Carr seems like he likes to check down a Kamara as well as attempt deep passes, which he seems like he's very easy to read if you pay attention, I guess. The Patriots and the Giants are on the other screen, and Bailey Zappi was starting the second half of this game because Mac Jones apparently threw a couple interceptions. So Bill Belichick, I think these are moves of desperation because he hears the reports that he might be on the hot seat or whatever. Who knows if it's especially true or not? I guess it depends on what Robert Kraft wants and prefers. But, results are results. Ooh, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Ho! TJ Watt with another sack. Poor Browning. Steelers offense looks different, and I think it looks it definitely looks better too. Pickett had what would have been a touchdown pass if the wide receiver completed the process of it, and I remember seeing that earlier. And meanwhile, while watching these games, I'm kind of working on a little bit of research and looking up some data because I'm trying to do a couple of deep dive videos on a few topics. I did allude on my community post that since we are officially thirds of the way done with the season after this week, NFL week, so after today's games and after tomorrow's Monday Night Football game, we'll officially be two-thirds of the way done. And during 1/3 or 2/3 or 3/3, the end of the season, that's when I like to try to evaluate where, teams, especially the Lions, are at. So as far as NFL videos go, I do plan on trying to do awards predictions for certain players and coaches and that sort of thing, as well as another like which teams are top tier, mid tier, lower tier, kind of the short that I did earlier. But I need to see a full completed week 12 before I do that. And plus, some of the research I'm using for my Lions deep dive videos also kind of depends on the stats after week 12 is done too. So, oh yeah, and I'm going to do some mock drafts for NFL and for the Detroit Lions too. I meant to do them last week, but I just didn't get around to it. So they're showing the Jaguars and Texans. These are two teams I've been meaning to watch, and now they're playing each other. Trevor Lawrence and shotgun. Pump fakes and checks down just shy of the first down. Eggman, is that receiver's name? Or is it ETN? I don't know. They have the Bucks and the Colts on the other screen. I saw Baker Mayfield get temporarily injured before, and then the Bucks threw an interception. I thought it was their backup, and I was like, nope, Baker Mayfield was back in. So the Colts are another team. They have like at least 5 wins last I checked, yet the Colts are looked at as one of the worst teams. And I checked into it, and it turns out they beat teams that were worse than them. So they've had somewhat of an easy schedule, hence the 5 wins or so far. I mean, if the Colts can go on a run and make the playoffs, then I'll probably look at them with a little more respect. But, they thought they could start Anthony Richardson and have him be like a good starter quarterback for the whole year. And then until he injured himself early on and he was out in the year, when it would have been better if he sat behind a different quarterback for another year and learn, which is why Will Levis won his starting job. Oh, and the coach just passed it down to the 20-yard line. But I need to learn a little bit more about the Colts. I know they have the Eagles' former offensive coordinator doing stuff. I know there's nobody watching here at the moment, but what do you guys think of the Lions defense? Do you think it's really like as bad as people are saying? Like, does Aaron Glenn deserve the blame for it? Even if he does. Oh, 53-yard attempt by the Jaguars. It gets up just barely good. 24-14 Jacksonville. They're up by 10 points against Houston. Even if AG does deserve the blame, though, Dan Campbell's never going to fire him. The only way AG is gone is if he accepts a head coaching job somewhere else. So I'm not even going to focus on that angle because it's frankly, I think it's sort of the lazy angle. And plus, I've seen AG trying different things. I know he switched to zone defense majority of the time, and he's trying Jack Campbell as an edge rusher. So at least he's trying new things and different things. And like, what more can you do as a defensive coordinator? And then at some point, you kind of have to look at the talent you have and think, okay, does Brad Holmes need to do a better job of getting better defensive players? So, and that's really the angle I'm really focusing on here too. So, because the way I think of it, like my first initial thought of it before I do the deep dive research is that the Lions defense needs to be middle of the pack in order to succeed because their offense is one of the best offenses in the game. And is the Lions defense at that point and just be good at a couple of things, like getting sacks, pressures on the quarterbacks, and then interceptions when you need to. And those things I don't think the Lions have done a good enough job of this year so far. Like at the Atlanta game and then the next game or two after that, their defense seemed like they were really good. But then after the Baltimore game, it seems like they've been borderline non-factor. I know Hutch definitely had some good moments, but he definitely needs help or he's going to get worn down overall as a player. He's going to become like the next Joey Harrington. And you got to find a way to get some of the pressure off of Hutchinson so that he can do what he does best. So those are my initial thoughts. And then obviously the secondary needs to improve. And Cam Sutton, I think, has been all right, and he's been serviceable and doing what he's supposed to do. But the rest of the additions, as far as free agency goes, the 1-year experiment prove-it deals, they didn't work. Most of them didn't work out this year. And then the Brian Branch one is pretty good. Although I imagine next year he'll probably move to the safety position because that's where he played primarily, right? And he's slot corner this year. Because seems like Brian Branch's best strength. He can cover quite well, but, being able to pursue and tackle. For Saints and Falcons. Falcons are winning 21-12, and Carr almost got sacked. Now he's dumping it off, and he got tackled maybe like half a yard. Falcons defense is all right. They held Detroit to a low-scoring game in the game I went to, so. Oh, yeah, I'm snacking on cookies right now, and I've had them dunked in milk, but they're too much soaked, and they're not. Taylor almost got a touchdown, but it looks like he fumbled. Colts are only up by 3, 20-17. Oh, Taylor was down before he fumbled the ball. He was trying to stretch it through the end zone. The Saints just scored a touchdown. Oh, Taylor got in that time. Now he's got a touchdown. If I see anything interesting, I'll be sure to overreact to it. But right now, I'm trying to continue this research. CJ Stroud scrambling around for the Texans. He was about to get sacked, so he goes deep, and no one's anywhere near there. Incomplete. Meanwhile, the Steelers are about to kick a field goal from 33 yards out. Right down the middle. Good. I don't know. If you're a Steelers fan and you're watching this game, do you think the offense is improving? It seems like I've seen the Steelers do things that they typically haven't done before. Their scoring looks low, but oh, Schultz incomplete. The pass is just too far ahead of them. Stroud is usually good at being accurate on those deep passes, but oh, they're showing us the Titans and the Panthers. Yeah, two of the worst teams. But Will Levis, incomplete pass. Rookie quarterback's going at it. Will Levis versus Bryce Young. Pass rush. Oh yeah, they're talking about Michigan and Ohio State game. I didn't watch it, but I heard Michigan won. That's third straight year that they won, and I guess Harbaugh is suspended right now, so he didn't coach it. But it's really helped build the culture there in Michigan back into its winning form. So, I mean, as far as Michigan goes, I used to watch these college football games to scout some of the players, and I heard Brad Holmes was at that game against Ohio State. So he might like somebody from that from either one of those two teams. As far as Michigan goes, when they get into the playoffs, they just gotta win that first playoff game, and then bowl game, and get into the national championship game. That's been their dilemma. I really thought they should have beat TCU last year, but they just kind of really blew it against TCU, I guess, because TCU got blown out by Georgia in the championship game. Ooh, the Bengals have a good play there. At that juncture, who says that anymore? Ooh. Catch made, not enough for the first down for the Bengals, though. They wanted to show Browning's hand, trying to make some suspense out of, oh, is his wrist injured just like Joe Burrow's? I'm just kidding. I don't know. Meanwhile, the Falcons run it around the edge, and that's a big run play. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Falcons. That's the Bucks. That was White. Someone's going to do an onside kick, they're saying. Panthers. Still nobody in here. Okay. I don't have to try as hard. They're showing the Bucs and the Colts right now. Most of these games are halfway through the fourth quarter at best. The Bengals are almost at their 2-minute warning. They're about to try an onside kick. They're still setting the. After these next few plays, I gotta go to the restroom. I want to see this onside kick, though. They're showing Mayfield, though. He gets sacked. Lost a one. Now it's 4th and goal for the Bucs. Still taking their time on this McPherson with this onside. Did someone take a timeout? Oh, onside kick is going on, and Pittsburgh picks it up. It was like a grounder that a third baseman would get usually. So Bengals fail the onside kick on that one. Not only that, but like the blocking was Steelers blockers were like surrounding the guy who got it, and they're trying to. 2-minute warning. I'll be right back. Oh, it got the wrong. I was trying to get. Anyways, I'm back. Trying to see what I missed. Oh, the Steelers officially won that game against the Bengals. So that game's done. Saints and Falcons is about to wrap up. Same with Patriots and Giants. Yeah, if I'm being honest, there's these fourth quarters are not as exciting as in past weeks. Seems like a lot of mid teams trying to duke it out. Let's see what Zappy does. Incomplete pass. Okay, this intrigued me a little bit. I want to compare Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi's stats in this game. As soon as I find the box score for that game, here it is. All right. Penalty in the Colts game. Anyways, Mac Jones, 12 for 21, 89 yards, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Bailey Zappi, 9 for 14 for 54 yards, no touchdowns and 1 interception. So really hard to tell, I guess, all things considered. Stevenson from the Patriots has their only touchdown, though. But this is definitely more of a tank bowl game. Travis Etienne. Oh, he broke through. First down and more. Down through the 50. Remember, his name is not initials like E, then T, then N. It's a whole word for a last name. Etienne. 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 I'm surprised more people don't give him flack for that. Last play of the Patriots-Giants game. Oh, that guy looks like Matt Patricia, but I know that can't be him. Rookie kicker. Oh, they switched to the Panthers and Texans game. Another tank bowl game, so to speak, with rookie quarterbacks going at it. But still, Will Levis. Oh, he got the Panthers to jump off sides. Or the other side. I don't know. False start on offense. Shoot. Patriots kick. 35-yard attempt. It's up. And it's no good. Oh, man. Rookie kicker missed game-winning field goal. What is Belichick going to do to them? And Belichick's like, the Giants are going to win. They're going to defeat the Patriots 10-7. There's 3 seconds on the clock, though. Snap looks good. No, nothing wrong with the long snapper or the place kicker on that. I think that was just the kicker. Oh, and he's wearing 37. That's my favorite number. So no, you bring shame to the number 37 rookie Patriots kicker. Shame on you. Jacksonville and Houston. 3:12 to go in that game. Trevor Lawrence goes deep. Oh, contested catch. Looks like he caught it. Oh, he was out of bounds when the process was complete, so it's incomplete. That was a 4th and 7. Whoa, the Colts stripped the ball or something. I guess the Colts defense just finished the game off. They're going to beat Tampa Bay, I guess. By the way, thank you everybody for being good sports about the Packers and Lions game. It means a lot to me, even though I know there's nobody here to that. But I guess having 0 people watching right now is good for that. I'm like a crazy person because I know I'm talking to nobody, but I'm talking to anyway. But I know people will probably watch this on the replay. So what else am I going to do? Saints go for a 54-yard field goal, and it's no good. 26 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Falcons are winning 24-15. Falcons are about to be first place in the NFC South. Good to know. I guess you can't blame Arthur Smith for that. So that's good for the Lions, right? For when they play the Saints. They're either going to be lower on morale or they're going to be pissed off when they play the Lions. And I keep forgetting Jamal Williams is on the Saints. But last I heard he was injured, but that was a while ago when I heard that. So I have no idea if he's back or not. Actually, let's check the box score of that game. Oh, it looks like the game's officially over. Tennessee gets the sack on the quarterback, 3rd down long. Jamal Williams had 2 carries for 6 yards. All right. Here comes Bryce Young. Dumps off to Hubbard, and nowhere near the first down marker. Had to get to the 30, but they got to the 24. Ooh, Stroud's running. He gets a first down and more. Very decent game, but there's a flag on the play. The Colts game, the Colts officially won that game, so a lot of these games are done. So it's just Jacksonville and Texans and Panthers and Titans are the 2 teams left playing right now. That penalty is against Jacksonville, by the way. So the Steelers beat the Bengals, the Colts beat the Buccaneers, the Falcons beat the Saints, and the Giants beat the Patriots. That's where we're at so far. Next time something interesting happens, I'll say something. But right now, I'm continuing my research. Yep. Oh, Stroud got sacked. A lot of yards lost on that one by Josh Allen. Not the Bills quarterback, but the Jaguars edge rusher. I know something happened earlier with the two Josh Allens is when the two teams played, but yeah, I just love like when things like that happen. Imagine if there was like a cornerback named Jamar Jefferson covering Vikings wide receiver Jamar Jefferson, you know? Battle of the Jamar Jeffersons is. They're showing the last play of the Titans game, but the Titans already won that game. Wait a minute. Oh no, they were still playing technically. That was just the last play because the other team's just going to knee it. Must have been a turnover on downs. Chark didn't deliver there, I guess. Will Levis gets his second win of his career. Even though only 17 points were scored in that game. Let's check out the box score stats for that. Will Levis, 18 for 28, 185 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but Derrick Henry had the 2 touchdowns. Guess that's okay for a rookie, all things considered. For comparison, Bryce Young has 18 for 31 with 194 yards, slightly more, but he also had no touchdowns, no interceptions because Chuba Hubbard had the touchdown for rushing. Oh, the Bears are celebrating the Panthers' loss because they own their draft pick. Oh, yeah. Oh, Stroud processing, scrambling to his right. 15-yard pass to Collins. Not enough for the first down, but it's down to the 50. It'll be third down. Passes to Woods for a first down. Getting closer to field goal range, which, yeah, the Texans are down by 3 at this point. Jacksonville's winning 24-21. Interesting stuff here. Stroud processing. Oh, he's about to get sacked. That was a 1st and 10, though. 109, 110 to go on the play, and the clock has stopped. And the game. To go in the game. Oh, the Texans called their final timeout. That's why. And they're showing the 4:05 games that are starting with their kickoffs. So you have the Browns and Titans. Browns and Titans. The Titans just got done playing. And then I'm confused. The Broncos and Browns. That's what. They're going to have to fix that graphic. But the other game is the Rams and the Cardinals. NFC West showdown. All right, 2nd and 19. Ball on the 46-yard line. Stroud processing, dumps it off to Collins. Breaks one tackle. Got it to the 39-yard line. The 3rd down coming up, and they're hurrying up. 53 seconds and counting. Stroud scrambling to his right. He stops. Scrambles to his left. Oh, and then gets rid of the ball, and it's incomplete. Shoot. 34 seconds left. The one criticism college football announcers had for Stroud when he played for Ohio State was his clock management, but that was really more about like letting the play clock run down before running a play in certain situations. So, but this particular situation was like a make or break. But the field kicker is on the field. Never made a 50-plus yard field goal. This kicker. 50. Announcers say 58, but the graphic says, oh no, graphic says 58 now. And a timeout was called. 146.5. Oh, Matthew Stafford just completed a deep pass. Tutu Atwell. Probably the smallest wide receiver I've ever seen when he got drafted. Stroud's lying on the ground, processing, I guess. Not processing, but just reflecting, I guess, 32. Hoping the field goal goes through. Kicker's doing this, setting his scope, setting his sights. This is to tie the game. Kick is up. Sailing. Oh, bounces off the crossbar and no good. Jaguars are going to win this game. That one was close. Stroud got it done miraculously a few weeks ago against the Bucks, but not here, not today. Bounced off the front of the crossbar and right to the 5-yard line. Oh, man. Bummer. Those division games, completely unpredictable. I think I'll watch a couple of drives from these 405 games, and then I'll call the stream good. Continue my research, so to speak. The Rams are on offense. Stafford, quick pass to Cooper Kupp. He almost gets the first down before going out of bounds. This is Gannon's Arizona Cardinals. I haven't heard too much about him in the media since early in the week when people were making fun of him and his personality, myself included. Oh, looks like Denver's getting a first down or something. Rams are about to score. Stafford dumps off to Higbee, and he gets a touchdown. Tyler Higbee. Good for them. Good for them. That's the Rams' first tight end touchdown of their season. Wow. Oh. Okay, extra point was up and good. It almost sailed over the top of the goalpost, but it was in. Russell Wilson dumps it off. Screen pass. Doesn't get anywhere on that one. Yeah, the Broncos. They've been the hottest team in the league, but they're playing against the best, arguably the best defense in the NFL right now, the Cleveland Browns. And they don't have Denzel Ward, their cornerback or linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. playing today. They do have Myles Garrett, though, arguably the best edge rusher in the game right now. And Jim Schwartz is their defensive coordinator, so we all know he can do some good stuff. Russell Wilson goes deep. Almost caught it. Looks like a flag was thrown. Probably getting a pass interference ball on the spot. Wowzers. Automatic first down. They hand it off. Gets a couple of yards. Another penalty. Flag on the play. Oh, offsides on defense. Cooper Kupp is gimpy, I guess. Oh, it looks like Russell Wilson fumbled the shotgun snap. Or no, not shotgun. Either way, it was a bad snap. They're showing Jim Schwartz, Lions former head coach. He did some good things with our defense. Good defensive mind. He's a decent head coach for the Lions for a while, and then he kind of got ran out of town. Wilson kind of going deep. Pass is caught to Sutton, and he out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That was a good pass play. Gordon Sutton. He could very easily be the offensive player of the month. Well, I don't know if his stats would support it, but it seems like he scores a lot of touchdowns and being a big key part of the Broncos' winning streak. One, two, three, four. Tied for 12. They hand it off, trying to bulldoze his way, and it looks like he got in for the touchdown. He bulldozed his way 3 yards to the touchdown. Yep, touchdown Broncos. Samaje Perine. How do you say his name? Hey, good for the Broncos. Getting the job done. I'm going to end the stream here now. Be on the lookout for a different type of content this upcoming week. And until then, go Lions, one pride.